Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It's me, CV to Navy, here once more. In this video I want to tell you guys about the interview actually now. So on the previous video I was talking about how to apply, all the good stuff about applying, what to choose, what to select, and all that stuff. So in today's video I'll be telling you now about the interview itself. Relax, guys, relax. It's nothing basically. It's nothing. It's just having a conversation, okay? But keep at the back of your mind that it's an interview, okay? So it's a no-brainer. At first I was very panicky about it. I'm an overthinker, so you know what that means for some of us. So we think a lot, so we process a lot of things. But trust me, it's a no-brainer. It's like talking to your friend, chatting with your friend basically. So let's go to the Navy website and see what the interview is all about, okay? So it says here that joining process assessments, preparing for interviews, okay? So what is the interview about basically, okay? When you have successfully passed the DEA and you'll be at the interview stage. So the DEA is another step of the application, which is basically checking if you have a brain cell. let me put it in a layman's sense because you always pass. Yeah, I've met a few people who have failed, but I mean you always get another try to do the test. So I'll talk about the DEA about it later on and how to prepare for it. But yes, about the interview, okay? So the interview, it's about 60 minutes. So it's online. You get to sit in front of your computer or in front of your laptop or whatever, your smartphone. I remember I used my smartphone. I did everything on my smartphone, okay? So yeah, submitting of documents and all that stuff. But remember, before the interview, you must have submitted a bunch of documents. Trust me, you submit a lot of things, medicals, all that stuff you submitted. But your recruiter will be in touch with you, so it's not a big deal for those of you who are from Commonwealth. And remember, don't be afraid to ask any questions. Your recruiters are there to help you. I remember my own, I was sending her messages at 12 or at midnight. When I remember something, I'll just ask, and the following day she'll reply. And she was very open and happy that I was asking those questions because I needed to know what I'm getting into. I needed to understand the process and all that about joining the Navy. Okay, so relax, guys. About, like I said about the interview, it's nothing. Basically, it's nothing. So at the end of this video, I'll also be giving you guys tips how to actually pass the interview. Okay, without you even thinking about it. Yeah, definitely you will pass because I believe in you. You will definitely pass. If you believe in yourself, you smash it. Trust me. It's like talking to a friend or talking to your missus, whatever. So yeah, it's a 40 minutes, 45 to 60 minutes interview. Mine took quite a long time because of network back home. Network is really messy. So I had to call the drops, so it's like pat. It was more like breaking. So yeah. So you get to be interviewed by a recruiter. So you have, so like it says here, as directed by a careers advisor, this is our opportunity to meet you. So you can expect your interviewer who will be a member of the Naval Career Service or a liaison officer to ask you about the information you put on your recruiting application form. So all the stuff you have submitted, your birth certificate, education qualifications, all those things, they'll ask you about them. So yeah, relax. It's nothing. Trust me, it's nothing. So yeah, this point here says critically, you will also be asked about your understanding of the Royal Navy's service place and why you want to join. Okay, this is the key question. Let me tell you something, guys. This is the key question. Okay, remember, this is key. Why you want to join and how do you understand the Navy to be. Okay, and like I said, at the end I'll give you tips, guys. I'll give you tips where to read, what to do, and all that stuff. Okay, basically they have give you, I will show you, relax, I will show you guys everything. Okay, let me not rush ahead of my shadow. Okay, so it says, what will I have to do? Okay, what do you as the interviewee, or is it the person who is carrying out the interview? I don't know if it's interviewee, but yeah, you is being interviewed. what you have to do, depending on the amount of work experience you have gained, blah 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 blah. So like I said, it's just talking, asking you questions. What have you been doing with your life as a civilian? Some of your job that you have been doing, if you have been working, if you have family, how is your family think, what the family think about you joining, what are your sporting activities. So like it says here, we'll talk to you about the following during the interview: your home life and family. Okay, home life is what have you been doing, do you have family, what did they think about you joining, and things like that. Okay. um Education, including school, college, and university. Yeah, I had to talk about this about mine because I had them. I guess most people in Africa do have them some level, because I mean in Africa you must go to school, guys. So yeah, even if things are hard in Africa, I mean, we all, our parents push that we all go to school to some level at least. So yeah, so you mustn't necessarily need to go to school to join the Navy. Like I said, I showed you in the previous video. So if you haven't watched the previous video, check my YouTube channel. You will see the video there about choosing a role. Yeah, basically. So yeah, education stuff, all the good stuff about education. So I talked about my primary school, secondary school, high school, college, what they call here college. So high school and university. So stuff like that. What was I doing there? I also explained it. And also, when you are doing the interview, make sure you have your certificates with you in terms of education. Okay, so if you have a first degree or a master's, make sure you have it with you, or you have your transcript to show that you actually have it, because before this you have to have submitted them online on the portal. Okay, so you have to like show them that, yeah, you put it like this and they will see. For example, you show it like this for them to see that it's actually what you have, because I mean, you can always fraud. But don't cheat, guys. Cheaters never win. Yeah. So yeah, so make sure you have your educational qualifications. Just make, what I did was, all the documents I submitted, I brought them to the interview. Okay, so when they asked for it, I showed it. Asked for this, I showed it. So yeah. Work experience. Yeah, if you have work experience, you should also present it, that as well, talk about it. If they need it to show it, maybe for you to show it, maybe you can show your job letter, all those things. So what, another thing is what you do in your spare time: sports, clubs, fitness, and socializing. Okay, this is like, what have you been doing with yourself as a civilian? What have you been doing? Do you engage in sports? Which type of sports? What's your favorite player? What's your favorite club? I remember I remember my recruiter asked me about my favorite club. I said Leicester, and she was shocked, from a guy in Africa supporting Leicester, which was at that time being relegated to the championship. So yeah. So yeah, talk about those stuff, guys. Like I said, it's really, really easy. Okay, it's really, really easy. The recruiter will even put you in a very calm and relaxed position, because they understand that not everybody is um open. People do get stage fright, things like that. So it's really, really a no-brainer, guys. So they also talk about your fitness. What have you been doing? Have you been exercising? What have you been doing? Your fitness routine, all those stuff. Did you engage in sports in school? All those things. Socializing. Do you have friends? How do you socialize? All those things like that. Do you have drinking habits and all those things? Yeah. On that socializing, guys, let me point out something really, really important for you to pay note of. Okay. The Royal Navy has a zero policy, is it zero tolerance policy to drugs. Okay, so if you do take drugs, hard drugs, like cocaine, MDMA, all those stuff, please do stop it. Okay, because it's a no-no in the Navy, right? It's a no-no, trust me. Guys do get random tests. Okay, random drug tests. You might find yourself just leaving ship one day and everybody's is, they said there's a random test. So it's a no-no, so stop it. Okay, if you drink, reduce it. If you smoke, currently now the Navy is, I think they are trying to not stop smoking in the Navy, but they are trying to make their establishment smoke free. So yeah, That's what I heard during the CPC. So if you smoke, try to reduce it. If you vape, reduce it as well, because you might find it difficult to actually do that when in the Navy. Yeah, remember, it's an establishment, you are with others, so you have to be sensitive to others as well, as much as yourself as well also. So yeah. What else? What motivates you to join the Royal Navy and in particular your chosen branch? Okay, so this is where things get really, really interesting in a good way. Okay, it's in a good way. Okay, let me explain this. So what they'll ask you is, what motivated you? Okay, you tell them your motivation, why you wanted to join, all that stuff. I can't tell you mine, because mine will be different from yours, and I don't want something that you copy what I said. Okay, so know why you want to join. I mean, if it's for monetary reasons, say it, but don't put it as if you are joining because you want money. Yeah, just be smart about it, guys. It's an interview. Remember, it's an interview at the end of the day. Someone wants to employ you, so you need to present yourself correctly to that person. Okay, there's nothing wrong in joining because of money, but keep that at the back of your mind. Present yourself well. Okay. What motivates you to join, especially now? What motivates you to join your chosen branch? Okay, I'm joining as a catering service, that is chef, and it's the logistic branch of the Navy. So if you know what logistics is, without logistics, nothing moves. Without transportation, nothing moves. And most especially without food, no one is able to carry out their jobs on a ship. So what motivates you? What motivated me to join? There are a bunch of things, okay? From my personal experience, everything I've acquired, everything I know, and things like that. That's what motivated me to join. So yeah, I will keep it short and brief. Okay. Also, what's your training going to be like? So the general thing is, you go to phase 1 at HMS Raleigh, Cornwall. Then phase 2, you get to go to your specialized role now. So you might go to Winchester, Sultan, whatever. So yeah, it all depends on where you are going. So just have that back of your mind. You have to read about this, but I'll tell you guys where to read about it, terms and conditions of service, all those things like that. Okay. So some other thing here that I want to point out is understanding where you might serve. Okay. So this is important also, because before the interview, your recruiter would have sent you some documents for you to sign. Okay, and send back to him or her. Okay, so this, when you take those documents, please make sure to read. Okay, read about them, know what you are joining, what is involved in it. Okay, please do read it, especially the terms and conditions of service. Okay, make sure you read them, know them. Okay, because one of the things that they will ask you is what what is the minimum time that you are supposed to serve after phase 2? At what point, after how many weeks are you can you leave rally when you join? So those things are all in the terms and conditions of service. So when they give you, make sure you read it, understand it, because they will ask you back those things to make sure that you actually read them and you know them. Okay, so yeah, just do that, guys. It's nothing. It's about 2 or 3 pages. So yeah, it's a no-brainer. Okay, just read it. Don't just sign off stuff that you don't know what you are getting into. Okay, so it's still the same thing. What motivates you, all those stuff. So yeah, it says practice the important points you wish to get across and try to be clear and concise. Very important. Okay, clear and concise. Back in philosophy, they told us that clarity is the politeness of a philosopher. Okay, be clear, brief, concise, straight. If they ask you that, why do you want to join the Royal Navy? I want to join because of A, B, C, and D. Okay, then if you want to explain what you say, in point A, I want to join because of blah 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 blah. In point B, I want to join because of blah 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 blah. So clear and concise, guys. Don't start telling them stories. because it's boring. Even though they were trying to make it interesting so that you can tell them more, but be clear and concise. Remember, it's an interview and it's being recorded for security reasons as well. So yeah, just have that at the back of your mind. Okay. So after the interview, after those 60 minutes, is it mine took about an hour, 1 hour 30 minutes actually. So after all of that good stuff, don't worry guys, you will pass. Trust me, you won't fail the interview. So unless you are, I wouldn't say crap, or you didn't prepare at all, but you will pass. Trust me, you will pass. Just put in a little bit of work. Remember, you're joining the armed forces, particularly the Navy. So you need to put in work as well. You can't just sit on your bed and hope you will pass it. Things don't fall from the sky. Manna doesn't fall from the sky. To those of you who are Christians, you know the story of manna. Manna does not fall from the sky again. So you have to put in work and you will get the results. You can't get results without work, guys. So you need to put in before you receive. What goes in is what comes out. So yeah, that's just one of the natural laws in life. So what else? Questions to ask. So these are some of the things that you can ask them during the interview. And yeah, some of these things where you'll be deployed. Can you explain the training process more further? What is daily Navy life looks like, all those things. So you can ask them, okay, what else? Where and when? Okay. That's some of the things that you should know, but all these things you will be told all these things, guys. So make sure you dress formally. I mean, don't dress like me, okay? I'm not dressed formally. So formal, it's like how you go for an actual face-to-face interview, okay? I'm saying most of this for my guys from the Commonwealth because we can't travel to the UK for the interview. Okay, we do ours online. But if you are a lad or lass in the UK, I think you do yours face to face. I guess so, but I don't know much about it. Okay, as I'm focusing all of this based on Commonwealth, guys, so you can ask a recruiter more about it. Okay, so make sure you dress formally, wear something nice and presentable. If you can want to dress corporate with your suit, wear a nice shirt, wear nice trousers, clean up, shave your chin, look presentable, everything. Comb your hair, yeah, look good, guys, look good. Remember, it's an interview. First impression matters, okay? First impression matters. I will tell you this, okay? First impression matters. Just a little story, guys. When I was doing my interview, yeah, it was fine and good. The way I presented myself, it's how my recruiter treated me, okay? That's how she treated me all over the interview, okay? When you present yourself in a very simple, polite, and professional way, it's really, really helpful, okay? I remember even when I had another interview after CPC, the first, after greeting ourselves and all of that, the first thing she said was, wow, you look good now. You have you been working out? So you see, it's just about how you present yourself and how you take things, okay? So look good, present yourself, and yeah, remember, even in rally there's a lot of inspection on presentation, guys. So you will know why I am saying about presenting yourself well when you go down to rally. Yeah. So yeah, just that's on the side. So make sure you have a good internet connection. Yeah, you don't use a crappy network, okay? Trust me, don't use it. Only wastes your time, and your interview might be pushed for another day when you have prepared, and you don't do it. You start feeling anxious and all of that. So get a good internet connection, dress well, use a good computer or a laptop or whatever, okay? Just to make sure that everything is good. Also, have a backup, okay? During my interview, I was using my laptop, what I'm using now, okay? But it's an old laptop, guys. It's crap. I'll say it's crap. It's about 5 years old, and it's basically it's outdated. Okay, so it kept crashing. So I had to use my phone. Okay, I had to use my phone for the interview. So yeah, just always have a backup device or a backup internet as well. Okay, so make sure the room that you are is well insulated, no noise, be in a calm place. If you want to use headphones to listen well, ask questions. There's enough lighting in the room and all of that. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, another thing, they say that as this is a virtual interview, we cannot conduct a handshake or as easily exclude your enthusiasm via video, but you can make a positive impact with your body language. The main way to communicate confidence is to sit up straight and try to keep the camera at eye level. This is what I was saying, guys. Presentation. Trust me, I won't emphasize something that I haven't or say felt what it is all about. Okay, sit upright, don't sit like me. I'm sagging, so sit upright, don't sit tired or whatever. So sit upright, do what needs to be done, look at the camera and smash it. Trust me, you smash it. Okay, so to some of the tips. Okay, there are a lot of things that you can do. Okay, there are a lot of websites that you can check, but for those of you who don't feel confident about the interview, okay, there are some books that you can buy online. I remember I bought one of them, one of these. So this is in 2013. Okay, this is in 2013. So you can get one which is quite updated. Some of these books are hard copy. Some are soft copy. The one I got was soft copy. I wished I still had it, but unfortunately I gave it to someone online, and funny enough, guys, I don't know what happened, but my Amazon account got blocked. I don't know what he was doing with it, but I was helping out, and yeah, I lost the account with the book that I bought. So if you have money, you can do that. But if you don't have money, just check online. You'll find some bits of questions that you might be asked. Okay, and remember, this book is just sample questions. Like it says here, sample interview questions and tips. Okay, it is not what you'll be asked. Okay, they might ask something related to it, but it does not mean that this is what they will ask word to word. Okay, keep that in mind, guys. Always keep that in mind. It doesn't mean they will ask this word to word. Just have that at the back of your head. Okay, okay. So one other thing that I would say about, like, apart from the stuffs that you'll be asked about your personal self, which you should be able to know, okay, and present it well. Trust me, well, do it well. One of the things I'll tell you about, a little story about myself. When I started this whole journey, I was quite chubby. Like, somehow I'm still chubby, but I think now this is more of muscle than than the fat that I had before. So yeah, when I started this whole journey, I think I was about 100 kilos. I don't know how you convert it to, is it stones or whatever, but I was about 100, and currently now I'm about 85. Okay, 85 kilos. So I was determined to join, and I was putting in the work, and I was putting in the effort, and I was losing the weight because I knew what I wanted to be, and I knew what was up. Basically, I knew what I needed to do. So show them that level of determination. Show them that you want to be here, you need this, you know what you are getting yourself into. Okay, make sure you read. Okay, yeah, make sure you read about the Navy. You can simply just go on things like just go on encyclopedia. Okay, just read about the Navy. Okay, simple, just read about the Navy on encyclopedia there. Okay, is it Britannica or Wikipedia or whatever? Okay, just read about it. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, and trust me, it's really, really key, right? Each interview is different. I've had guys who said their interview, they asked very technical questions, like who is the first sea lord, the second sea lord, the fleet commander, all those things. So when was the Navy formed? So they were asked senior, they were asked more in-depth questions. So something that you can do is just read on about this, like just glance through on Wikipedia. It has all the things there. Okay. Also read on the role of the Navy. Very, very, very important, guys. You asked about this. What's the role of the Navy? There are 5. There are 6 actually. Okay, so read about it. Prevent conflict, providing security at sea, international partnership, humanitarian aid, readiness to fight, protect the UK economy. Okay, make sure you have this ingrained at the back of your head. Okay, 6 rows, right? Make sure you have them. Then another thing you should have at the back of your head is your C2 drills. Okay, the ethos of the Navy. What is the Navy about? I think it's the same with the armed force, with the army as well. Okay, so make sure you know them. Their courage, discipline, integrity, loyalty, selfless commitment, respect for others. Okay, make sure you have that in the back of your mind. Know which one fits you, which one you can relate to, because sometimes they might ask this question, guys. I wasn't asked those things, but I'm sharing you guys information that I've gotten from other people who said they were asked such questions. Okay, so just have them at the back of your mind. Okay, so just know them. Also, some other thing you should know is the branches in the Navy. Okay, we have surface fleet, submariners, we have the air fleet, the auxiliary. I think there are 5. So make sure you have them at the back of your mind. Okay, and what do they do? Okay, yeah, like you are seeing here, surface fleet. You have the aircraft carriers. Yeah, so also know some few vessels in the Navy as well. Some of the few vessels. We have aircraft carriers. We have we have boats. Don't say boats. Since it's formal, say submarine. Yeah. Say the submarines. We have frigates, destroyers, all those stuffs. That's why I say read on Wikipedia. You get all these stuffs on Wikipedia. Okay. So yeah. Also the ports of we have Clyde, Devonport, all those stuff. Those are nicknames actually. Um, Clyde is a nickname, so yeah, make sure you actually know them. Oh, sorry, Clyde is the real name, guys. Sorry, I was talking about fast lane. Fast lane, yeah. I was talking about fast. I just saw yeah, it's Clyde. Yeah, Clyde is the real name. My bad. Sorry. I'm just trying to compress all the information for you guys. So make sure you read about it. Organization, control, who is in charge. Yeah, that's what I was saying here. Who is in charge? The commander in chief. Okay, it's King Charles the Third. Yeah, he's the one. He's the overseer, everything. But when it comes to the professional head now, you have the first Sea Lord, which is Admiral Sir Ben Key, which is the first Sea Lord, and Chief of Naval Staff. You have Vice Admiral Andrew Burns. We have Rear Admirals. So it all comes down. So make sure you also know these gentlemen and ladies as well. Yeah, very important, guys. Trust me, very, very important. I remember during CPC, there was an exercise, like a team building exercise that we were doing and we didn't pass. So when you fail it, you go outside, then you'll be asked the question. If you answer it, you come back and you join your team and continue the exercise. I remember we failed it in general, so we were being asked questions one after another, and if you answered it, then you join in. I remember mine was who is the admiral, who is the first sea lord. So it was Admiral Sir Ben Key. So if I was not reading, or if I didn't know stuff about it, so it would have been disastrous. I remember you need to know who is your boss, how the hierarchy is, but you will taught all these stuffs in rally, but just know them beforehand. Okay, also know yeah, ranks as well. Okay, know the ranks. Okay, for rating and of officers, yeah, it's different. for rating and officers. So know the ranks for rating and officers. And yeah, I think for ratings, it's able rating, leading hand, petty officer, chief petty officer, one officer two, one officer one. So this is where you'll be after phase one and phase two. You'll be an able rating. Then leading hand is first promotion, petty officer, which is PO. Chief petty officer, they just call him chief for short. Then warrant officer. So warrant officers, they are called sirs or ma'am. Sir is for male, ma'am is for female. So just know some of this stuff, guys. Just read through. So if this is all too confusing, right? Let me go with you back to the Navy website. Okay, the Navy website has all this stuff that I've been telling you about. Okay, it has all those stuff that I've been telling you about, but it's not yeah, like I said, it has all this stuff you've been telling you about. Okay, so like I was telling you, the surface fleet, these are the 5 branches. Okay, surface fleet, submarines, fleet air command, royal marines, royal fleet auxiliary. Okay, so to help you now to actually answer questions in your role. Okay, so for example, let me open something like chef. Sorry guys, I like using chef because I'm I'm going to be a chef. So let me search that up and show you guys something very quick. Okay, so to actually help you to understand something. Okay, if you go to your role, right, when you go to your role, what do you see here? You will see your pay, you see no qualifications, you see the branch, right? It's surface fleet, it's a logistic branch. Okay, and yeah, it says rating. Okay, so you know that your branch is the surface fleet, right? So you'll be working on frigates, destroyers, basically anything that floats above the water. That's where you will be. Yeah, you don't go to submarine. Those are those are the crazy guys, but really good crazy in a nice way. So yeah, so to help you, they might ask you on something like, what ships will you be working on as on a surface fleet? Okay, so you have things like the aircraft carriers, Queen Elizabeth, all those things. So you should have them at the back of your mind. So if you are, for example, joining let me look for another role, guys, so that I can, I've been talking a lot about chef. Let me look for another role. Let me see. Okay, warfare specialist. Okay, yeah, let's take warfare specialist. Okay, so this is warfare specialist, starting salary. So service is submarine service, the branch is warfare. Let me open this and show you guys something. Okay, so you know, with warfare now, there are certain things that you have to be able to understand about it. It's about technology, it's about weapons. Yeah, so they might ask you questions around weapons. Okay, what are some of the weapons that are used in the Navy? So you have to do your research. Is it the minigun? Is it the 50 caliber? Whatever. So just do your research on your branch. So if you're a warfare specialist, know you deal with weapons. So know some of the missiles that are used. So yeah, it makes them know that you actually know what you are doing. Yeah, makes them know that you actually know what you are doing. Let me see if I can find some weapons here. So I don't think, yeah, on the old website I could actually see it easily, but that's it, guys. So just do your best. Okay, do your best. There is not much you can do. Yeah, but just do your research, do your best, and everything will fall into place. Trust me, everything will fall into place. So that is it for this video. I know I've spoken a lot and it's tiring, it's long, it's exhausting, but I had to just lay it out there for everyone to know and everyone to understand what's going on. Okay, because I don't want you to come all the way and you might find yourself being dragged behind because of a silly interview question or something like that. But trust me, it's really easy. Okay, so thanks for watching. In the next video I will be talking about the DAA at a defense aptitude assessment. So it's an assessment that has to do now with actually placing you in a certain role based on your marks, on what you score on the test. But like I said, guys, it's about you having a cell, just to show that you have a cell brain. So Charles, subscribe, see you on the next video.